leading the way with stories that matter. WDVM, your local news leader at 6.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for the news at 6. I'm Rebecca Burnett. Our top story this evening, police are searching for a suspect after shots were fired in Hagerstown just after noon today. WDVM's Stephanie Dupre joins us live in the studio with more information from the police department. Hey, Steph.
So the Hagerstown Police Department says multiple shots were fired on the corner of East Washington Street and North Locust Street. Police combed the area for shell casings and evidence. The police department says the traffic camera captured the suspect shooting multiple rounds at a moving vehicle. So far, no injuries were reported. Police believe this was not a random act and the victims were targeted. Live in the studio, I'm Stephanie Dupre, WDVM 25.
Thank you, Steph. Anyone with information is asked to call police. And the Pennsylvania State Police Department has arrested a Chambersburg man that was wanted on numerous felony charges. Police say Thomas Keogh was arrested on Friday and charged as a fugitive from justice. Officials say he was wanted for distribution of drugs, including methamphetamine, which later resulted in the death of a 3-year-old child. Those are all the details being released at this time. As we get more on this story, we'll be sure to update you. And the Prince William County Police Department in Virginia is now offering $20,000 in exchange for information regarding a double homicide in Woodbridge last month. The FBI has since partnered with Prince William County, and police want people to stay safe when coming forward with tips. Milton Lopez and Jairo Mayorga were shot to death behind a business on Featherstone Road in Woodbridge. The police department is reminding the public that there are safe ways to tip off police.
Tips can be made anonymously through our tip line, which is 703-792-7000, and can also be provided online at pwcgov.org/police tip. In addition to that, individuals can always come to a police station or call, contact a police officer to speak with them, or ask to speak to a member of the violent crimes unit.
And a woman is suffering life-threatening injuries after being struck by a car in North Bethesda. The Montgomery County Police Department reports it happened this morning at the intersection of Tuckerman Lane and Kings Riding Way. The 31-year-old was attempting to cross Tuckerman Lane when a car hit her. The driver, Chase Dobler of Rockville, wasn't injured. The crash is still under investigation. And the Hancock Fire Marshal is investigating what caused the Hancock Town Museum in Maryland to go up in flames yesterday. Fire officials say the building is not a total loss, but estimated it cost about $20,000 in damages. Their preliminary investigation revealed that the fire started with a light fixture. Officials think an electrical wire and failure within the ceiling caused it to catch fire. With the current heat spike, officials say the fire could have swept across the rest of the block.
It could have been a lot worse. This whole block could have went. And at first, when we first got on the scene and saw the smoke rolling out of the building, that's what I thought was going to happen. That's when we called for the second alarm, because we didn't know where we was going to be able to stop it at. Fortunately, it was a small fire, and we got in and knocked it down right away.
Unfortunately, no one was injured in the fire. And Tacoma Park police are looking for suspects involved in an armed robbery that happened early Thursday morning on the 7600 block of New Hampshire Avenue and Holton Lane. Police say the two suspects were wearing masks and armed with guns. They approached several females and demanded their purses before running off. The suspects were described as black males in their early 20s.
Anyone with information regarding this robbery should contact the Tacoma Park Police Department. It's an ongoing investigation right now, and we have detectives following up on any leads.
Covering Hagerstown, Frederick, Alexandria, and Winchester. You're watching WDVM News, your local news leader.
Welcome back. Republican Woody Thrasher is running for governor of 2020 in West Virginia. WDVM Stephanie Dupre caught up with the candidate as he braved the heat today to knock on doors in Martinsburg. Thank you, Stephanie. And Thrasher says if elected, he will use his engineering background to help employ hundreds of people across West Virginia. And Dot Foods, one of Washington County's biggest employers, is celebrating 25 years of service in Williamsport. The Williamsport Distribution Center has hosted a party for employees and their family members today. 10 of its employees are recognized for having worked for the company since it was founded.
I just want to say that, we're a family business and we're proud of being one of those. We have no intention of doing anything different. And the employees of this area make it easy to want to do that because they treat everyone around them like family, and it's easier to serve customers when that's the environment you're in.
So this company is almost like family. I've been here a long time. I've got to know these people. It's a company that has good benefits. It's also a company that allows you to grow and develop yourself.
And Dot Foods has 500 employees now, and it estimates about 3 billion cases of goods have been moved through its warehouse in the past 25 years. And the National Weather Service has declared an excessive heat warning effective until 9 p.m. The organization says extended exposure to the heat and humidity in the area may cause heat stress. But how might that affect food truck operators? WSVR's Nicole Somavia reports.
Sure if that's right?
All right, so even outside of that food truck, we're still feeling the heat. And after the break, meteorologist Derek Bowen tells us what's to come this weekend. Hey, Derek.
The only thing I want from a food truck during this heat is a snow cone. That's all I want, just snow cones.